Welcome to Easy Learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. In this video, I'm going to revise with you business study paper, which the grade 9 internal wrote for 2023. So stay glued to this channel. Watch this video up to the end as I'm going to go through all the questions in this paper. So please, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm encouraging you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. In fact, I'm not going to go further until you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please place that bell icon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. Once you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, let's go forth and revise through this paper. So I'm going to answer all the questions. I'm going to show you how to write your answers. In this video, I'm going to use for section B and C, I'm going to use the exact portion where you write in the answer book rate your answers. So each question I'm going to be going into the answer book rate, pick out the section where you are supposed to write your answer and demonstrate on how you record your answer in the answer book rate. So if you want to know more on how to answer these questions in your answer book rates, stay tuned and watch this video up to the end. Please, if you haven't subscribed, like I said earlier on, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Without wasting your time, let's jump into answering the questions. Let's go to section A. Section A will have 20 marks and it has 20 questions. The instructions are as follows. Answer all the questions. Mark your answers with a cross on the answer grid provided in the answer booklet. So this has been a song in every video. When we just start solving a paper, we always mention this. At the beginning of our videos, immediately we mention this. Your answer should be in the answer booklet. So there will be provisions for section A, section B, and section C. Just use those provisions to answer your questions. In case you have made a mistake and maybe you need another paper, talk to the invigilators so that they can see what they can do for you. Otherwise, be careful. Don't make mistakes easily, because it will, for the invigilators to start doing the improvisation, it will be very difficult and sometimes very impossible. So make sure you use your answer book rates properly with care. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So please, as we start our video revising through, we are down on our knees saying, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need your subscription. So please, before we go in details, make sure you smash that subscription button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, this is Easy Learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. So if you intend your future to be bright, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll definitely make it. Whenever there is darkness, we'll make sure that we shine there so that your future may be bright. Okay, so please subscribe and let's jump into question 1. Question 1. Which of the following is a job opportunity available to one who has done business studies? Which of the following is a job opportunity available to one who has done business studies? A, medical director. B, medical manager. C, general manager. D, general management. A, medical director. B, medical manager. C, general manager. D, general management. The correct answer is C, general manager. Question 2. Dash files are used for storing big documents that cannot go in a file cabinet. Dash files are used for storing big documents that cannot go into a filing cabinet. A, box files. B, flat files. C, lateral files. D, vertical files. The correct answer is A, boxy files. Question 3 is, an entrepreneur acquires business ideas through dash. A, creating jobs. B, delivering goods. C, filling filling documents. D, reading books. Okay, so the correct answer is D, reading books. Okay, an entrepreneur acquires business idea through reading books. Okay, so creating jobs, unless the entrepreneur is established, delivering goods, this is the actual doing of entrepreneurship. That means they are started, not looking for an idea. C, filling documents. No, the correct answer is D, reading books. Question 4 is as follows. A situation where a business is unable to pay off its outstanding debt is known as. A situation where a business is unable to pay off its outstanding debt is known as A, bankruptcy, B, liquidation, C, liquidity, D, solvency. The correct answer is A, which is bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is the situation where a business is unable to pay off its outstanding debt. Question 5 is as follows. The type of envelope that has a opening on the longer side is called dash envelope. The type of envelope that has got an opening on the longer side is called dash envelope. A, aperture envelope, B, banker's envelope, C, pocket envelope, D, registered envelope. The correct answer is B, banker's envelope. Banker's envelope. Question 6 is as follows. The payment of a 100 kwacha note for a 10 kg packet of rice is known as dash transaction. The payment of a 100 kwacha note for a 10 kg packet of rice is known as dash transaction. A, bank transaction, B, barter transaction, C, cash transaction, D, credit transaction. So here cash money is paid. So the correct answer is C, cash transaction. B, barter, unless you're exchanging goods with goods. Give me rice, I give you a pair of trousers. Give me rice, I give you a memory card. Then that way B would be correct. Bank transaction if you are giving that person a check. Question 7 is as follows. A document sent by the buyer to the supplier finding out about the goods in stock is known as dash note. A document sent by the buyer to the supplier finding out about the goods in stock is known as dash note. A, quotation, B, order, C, invoice, D, inquiry. So the correct answer is inquiry. Okay, it's called inquiry note. Question 8 is as follows. The source document used when a buyer has been undercharged is called. The source document used when a buyer has been undercharged is called A, invoice note, B, debit note, C, credit note, D, cash sale. A, invoice note, B, debit note, C, credit note, D, cash sale. So the correct answer is B, debit note. Debit note. Question 9 is as follows. The book of original entry where fixed assets sold on credit are recorded is known as. The book of original entry where fixed assets sold on credit are recorded is known as A, sales journal, B, purchases journal, C, general journal, D, cash book. A, sales journal, B, purchases journal, C, general journal, D, cash book. The correct answer is C, general journal. The book of original entry where fixed assets sold on credit are recorded is known as general journal. General journal. Question 10 is as follows. Furniture account is an example of a dash account. Furniture account is an example of a dash account. A. Real account. B. Personal account. C. Nominal account. D. Fictitious account. D. Fictitious account. So the correct answer is A. Real account. Real account. Question 11. A lent account is recorded in the dash ledger. A lent account is recorded in the dash ledger. A. Purchases. B. General. C. Debtors. D. Creditors. So the lent account is recorded in general ledger. In the general ledger. So the correct answer is B. The correct answer is B. General. A lent account is recorded in the general ledger. Question 12 is as follows. The following information was available in the books of Sakala on 31st August 2022. The following information was available in the books of Sakala on 31 August 2022. So what is in Sakala's books are 1. Sales 35,500 kwacha, purchases 15,000 kwacha, stock, that is opening stock, which is on 30th September 2021, it was 8,400 kwacha, closing stock, which was on 31st September 2022, which is 7,000 kwacha. Okay, so this is the information that is in Sakala's books. So what are we supposed to do? The question is here, the actual question is here. Calculate the gross profit. Calculate the gross profit. Okay, so this is the question that proves to be a challenge to a lot of learners, and I want to take time. I'll go slowly, step by step to solve it, so pay attention. I want you also to have a paper beside you so that as I explain, you can still try to write, so that the same steps I'm taking, you can also be going through them. That way maybe you may fully understand. Okay, so to solve this question, first we need to understand the steps we're going to take. We are going to take 2 steps, okay? And these 2 steps are 1, determine the cost of goods sold, okay, which is COGS. Okay, that's how I will abbreviate that. C for cost, O for of, G for goods, S for sold. So I will abbreviate it as COGS. So where you see COGS, just know that this is cost of goods sold. Then step 2, that will be now the actual process of finding the actual gross profit. Okay, so step 2 will be calculating the gross profit. So first we'll find the cost of goods sold. Then second, we calculate the gross profit. Okay, so now let's go to step 1, which is determining the cost of goods sold. Okay, so the formula we are going to use this expression, which is COGS is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. COGS is equal to, that is cost of goods sold, is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Okay, so what is the opening stock in Sakala's book? So the opening stock in Sakala's book is 8,400. I'm sure you can see the opening stock, the one I've put in the box there. Then purchases, we go on the information. Okay, so the information where these purchases is there, where I've put the lady box, that is purchases. Then how much is the purchases? That is 15,000 kwacha, so we write plus 15,000 kwacha. Then closing stock, how much is closing stock? Closing stock is here and it's 7,000 kwacha. Okay, so we write minus 7,000 kwacha. Okay, so here we can still use mathematical ideas like starting with the addition. So we can add 8,400 plus 15,000 will give us 23,400. Okay, 23,400. And then the other thing I want to use you students, they are out there. Please, when you're writing business studies, you're encouraged to carry a calculator. Please use it. Use it. Make sure you use a calculator to make any calculation, because in business study, once you make a mistake, even a single digit, like the answer is 40, then you'll find the answer to be 39. That means everything you're going to be doing will be wrong. So you make sure you have a calculator, so that whatever you're trying to find, you should just punch in those numbers in the calculator and let calculator help you with the sum or anything that you want to find. It's a product, it's a quotient, it's a difference. Just punch those numbers in the calculator and then you find the answer. Okay, so we are saying 8,400 plus 15,000 is equal to 23,400. Okay, which will be minus 7,000 kwacha. Now, what is remaining now is to find the difference of 23,400 and 7,000 kwacha. So 23,400 kwacha minus 7,000 kwacha will give us 16,400. 16,400. So therefore, we can say cost of goods sold is equal to 16,400 kwacha. So with step 1, we are done. We have found the cost of goods sold. Okay, now we come to step 2, which is calculate the gross profit, which is GP. Okay, so gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold, which is COGS. Okay, now how much is the sales? So we go there. Sales is 35,500 kwacha. So we write 35,500 kwacha minus 16,400, and then we find the difference of that. So when we punch in 35,500 in the computer, in the calculator, minus 16,400 will give us 19,100. 19,100. Now 19,100 is the GPO, gross profit. So the gross profit is 19,100 kwacha. Okay, so from the information from Sakala's book, we can calculate that Mr. Sakala made a gross profit of 19,100, and then we can put that. We can take that as a correct answer. So when we go to the options given, we have got A, 13,600, no. B, 16,400, no. 16,400, this is the cost of goods sold. Then 19,100, yes, 19,100 is correct. 23,400, which is the option for D, which is the 23,400. This is the total of opening stock and purchases. Opening stock and purchases. This is the total 23,400. So the correct answer is C, which is 19,100. Okay, so basically this is what you do. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are very grateful for your support that you give. Just coming to watch our videos, we are grateful for that. Continue watching our videos. There are a lot of videos that we have done. Question 13 is as follows. The following information appeared on Kawana's payslip. The following information appeared on Kawana's payslip. Basic pay 8,000 kwacha, total allowance 1,800, loan repayment 2,500, pension 670 kwacha. Calculate Kawana's gross pay. Okay, so to find Kawana's gross pay, what we need to do is we need to add the basic salary plus the allowances. That means the loan repayment and the pension won't be included. The only thing that will be included are those I've put in box. So when we punch in our calculator, 8,000 plus 1,800 will give us 9,800. So the correct answer is B, which is 9,800. Okay, that is the correct answer. If you have got questions, please ask in the comment section. But basically, that is the correct answer, and that's what you do. Question 14. The buying of shares in a company is an example of. The buying of shares in a company is an example of A. Budgeting, B. Entrepreneurship, C. Investing, D. Saving. The correct answer is C. Investing. The correct answer is C. Investing. Question 15 is as follows. The banking services where customers pay for food and services using a debit card at the place of buying is known as. The banking services where customers pay for foods and services using a debit card at the place of buying is known as A. Bank transfer, B. Credit transfer, C. Credit debit, D. Point of sale. So the correct answer is D. Point of sale. Question 16. The postal service used for delivering documents and parcel quick to an addressee's doorstep is called. The postal service used for delivering documents and parcels quickly to an addressee's doorstep is called A. Carrier service, B. Post listed, C. Recorded delivery, D. Registered mail. The correct answer is A. Okay, carrier services. Okay. Question 17. What does the abbreviation EFT stand for? What does the abbreviation EFT stand for? A. Electronic fee transfer, B. Electronic freed transfer, C. Electronic freed transfer, D. Electronic fund transfer. The correct answer is D. Electronic fund transfer. Monga is in charge of preparing invoices and sending them to customers. Which department does Monga belong to? Dash department. Monga is in charge of preparing invoices and sending them to customers. Which department does Monga belong to? Dash department. A. Sales department, B. Procurement department, C. Accounts department, D. Administration department. The correct answer is A. Sales department. Question 19. Kamui wishes to set up a juice manufacturing factory and decides to locate the business near fruit farmers. Which of the following factors best describes Kamui's intention? Kamui wishes to set up a juice manufacturing factory and decides to locate the business near fruit farmers. Which of the following factors best describe Kamui's intention? A. Competition in the area, B. Source of raw materials, C. Startup capital, D. Trading hours. So here, Kamu wants to start a juice manufacturing factory. That means he needs fruits for him to make juice. So what he has done, he has set up the company near the fruit farmers. So he wants to be accessing fruits easily. So the intention is the source of raw materials. So he's looking at the source of materials so that it is near for him. So the correct answer is B. That's the correct answer. Question 20 is as follows. Siame is able to obtain financial assistance from the bank for the purchase of land which should be repaid in 72 monthly installments. Which bank servicing allows for such assistance? Siame is able to obtain financial assistance from the bank for the purchase of land which should be repaid in 72 monthly installments. Which bank service allows for such assistance? A. Debit card. B. Credit transfer. C. Bank overdraft. D. Bank loan. The correct answer is D. Bank loan. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friend. So far, tell us how we are faring with you. If there is somewhere we have left you behind, we would love you to say it, and then we'll definitely do well and improve on the area that you want. So we'll go to section B. Stay with us. Okay, we come to section B. Section B has got 35 marks. Section B has got 35 marks, and the instructions for this section as follows. The instructions for this section as follows. Answer all the questions in this section. Write your answers in the space provided in the answer booklet. Okay, so this is what I told you even at the beginning of section A. You answer your questions, you record your answers in the answer booklet. When you answer your questions, you record them into the answer booklet, and this is what you need to be doing. And for grade 9, you do this in all the papers. There will always be an answer booklet, so just record your answers in your answer booklet. Question 1A is as follows. Arrange the following names in alphabetical order. Arrange the following names in alphabetical order. 1. Mrs. Agnes Zulu. 2. Dr. Mwalimu Ken. 3. Mr. David Zulu. 4. M.K. Katongo. Okay, so those are the names we need to arrange in alphabetical order. Okay, so for us to do that, let me bring the answer space that you use in the answer booklet. Okay, so in this video in section B and C, I'll be getting the exact places where you're going to write your answers in your answer booklet. So I'll be cutting out those provisions so that you can see how you should be writing your answers in the exam. Okay, so now we have got here the answer booklet, the piece of the answer booklet that where you should write your answers for question 1A. So we asked to arrange the following names in alphabetical order. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to consider the surnames, not the first names, the surnames. So it's more or less like we write all the names starting with the surnames. Okay, so we can see that here we have got the Zulus, those names that starts with Z, these two, meaning they may be at the end. Now when you look at Mwalimu and Katongo, when we look at Katongo, we look at the first letter of these surnames, Katongo and Mwalimu. Mwalimu starts with M, Katongo starts with K. So when you look at alphabetical order, which one comes first between K and M? We know that it's K. So meaning Katongo will be the first one. Okay? Because we have said that Zulu and the Zulus are at the end. Because their name starts with Z, which is at the end of the alphabetical letters, so which means it's going to be at the end. So between Katongo and Mwalimu, Katongo starts first, then Mwalimu will be second. Okay, so Katongo MK number 1, number 2 Mwalimu Ken Doctor will be number 2. Then number 3 we check on Zulu, between David Zulu and Zulu Agnes, which one comes first? So we say David starts with D, Agnes starts with A, so A starts first before D. So we say Agnes will be third. So we record the Agnes there. Then Zulu, David will be last. Okay, so like that, we have arranged those names in alphabetical order. Okay, if you have got questions, please you can ask in the comment section. And if there is anywhere where you are lost or you are left behind, please ask in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Easy Learning Z. We are just dedicated in making videos, revising with you. So if you want revision that can help you in your exams, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Question 1B is as follows. Use the following terms from the word list to answer the questions that follow. Word list: mobile phone, radio message, data post, registered mail. Use the following terms from the word list to answer the questions that follow. Word list: mobile phone, radio message, data post, registered mail. Those are the word list. Those are the words in the word list that is given. Now let's go to the actual questions, which is question 1B1. Kahilu is able to deliver new computer materials to customers' doorsteps 24-hour services, not 24 hours, but 24-hour services. Which postal services does Kahilu use? Kahilu is able to deliver new computer materials to customers' doorsteps 24-hour services. Which postal services does Kahilu use? So the correct answer here there is data post. Data post. That is the correct answer, data post. Number 2. Nyali is able to communicate to fellow doctors using electric device linked to the central server within the hospital. Which telecommunication service does Nyali use? Nyali is able to communicate to fellow doctors using an electronic device linked to the central server within the hospital. Which telecommunication service does Nyali use? Okay, let me go through again. Nyali is able to communicate to fellow doctors using an electronic device linked to the central server within the hospitals. Which telecommunication service does Nyali use? That is radio message. That is radio message. Okay, so those are the answers. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Otherwise, we thank you for your time to view our video. Please, we can also appreciate your recommendations in the comment section. So if you have something that you see we need to improve, please tell us. We will not take it negatively. We will really appreciate, because our intention is to help you do well in your exams. If now our videos are not helping you, then we are doing nothing. So we want you to tell us how we can help you, and we will definitely do that. Okay. Okay, so question 1C was as follows. Match the items in column B to those in column A. Match the items in column B to those in column A. And then take time and look at the columns given and the details that are inside. So we've got column A and we've got column B. So in column A, on number 1, we have got the total payment after deduction are made. Then on the column B, we have got payslip. Okay. Now we know that the total payment after deduction are made is not called payslip. So meaning on the column, in column B, there are names of things that are described in column A. In column B, there are names of things that are described in column A. So they should match. So when we talk about the total payment after deduction are made, that is not payslip. A reward for skilled workers who are permanently employed, and that is statutory deduction, no. The deduction imposed by law, and that is salary, no. A document containing a detailed summary of a worker's earning, and that is net pay, no. Okay, so these are not all matched, so we need to match them properly. So what we're going to do is, let's come up with this frame. I'm just getting these frames from the answer booklets, your answer booklets that you can use. And the same thing I'm doing is what you do in an exam. So let's start matching them. Let's start with number 1. Number 1, now here, focus on the first diagram and the second diagram I've brought, which is coming from the answer booklet. So we start with column A. Number 1, the total payment after deduction are made. Okay, the total payment after deduction are made. So first you have got the gross payment, and then there is now deduction of allowance, not allowance, deduction of taxes, maybe there is a loan you got, maybe there is other deduction that may happen, pay as you earn, that the total payment after deductions are made, that is net pay. When you have gross income, then there is deduction of the deductions are done. They deduct some money from the gross. What you remain with is called net pay. If it's salary, you can say net salary, just like that. Okay. So for instance, like you're working somewhere in a company, then they calculate everything. That means they come up with the total income, the basic salary plus the allowances plus anything that is attached to you add. Then later on you subtract, or you subtract something that you need to deduct, like taxes. Maybe there is a loan, maybe there is any payment you have to make. Then what you remain with is the net pay. Number 2, a reward for skilled workers who are permanently employed, that is salary. Okay, if you are permanently employed, then you are given a reward, or that is salary. Number 3, the deduction imposed by law, that is statutory deduction. This one you cannot say I'm not going to be contributing, I'm not going to be paying. It's statutory deduction. It's imposed. It's a law, you have to follow it. Like paying taxes, that is statutory deductions. Okay. 4, a document containing a detailed summary of a worker's earning. Okay, so a document where you find where the details of your earnings, that is a payslip. If you want to know how much you have earned the entire month, you can see that on the payslip. Even before the salaries comes in, you'll see even the money you should expect in the bank will be indicated. So we use payslip to know how much we have earned. Okay, so basically these are the answers. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be grateful to see your subscription. Question 2A was as follows. Chela works for Twafu and Company Limited. On 15 July 2022, Chela bought the following items from Kutemwa Investment for use in the offices. 50 boxes of reams of paper at 70 kwacha each, 10 boxes of staples at 25 kwacha each. Chela works for Twafu Company Limited. On 15th July 2022, Chela bought the following items from Kutemwa Investment for use in the offices. 50 boxes of reams of paper at 70 kwacha each, 10 boxes of staples at 25 kwacha each. Now, what are we required to do? We are required to fill in a cash sale slip. We are required to fill in a cash sale slip. So this question wants us to prepare a cash sale slip. So I want you and me to jump into this activity. Well, let's go in and prepare the cash sale slip. Okay, so here is a frame for a cash sale slip. This frame, you find it in your answer booklet. Okay, so it will be there already prepared, and the number will be indicated. Okay, so now once you have got this cash sale slip, all you need to do is look at the details that are given. Okay, as you can see, it's not always. Okay, it's not always. Sometimes you will find these details are not there, so you should know. Okay, so where I bought these items, that is the heading which will be there. So Kutemwa Investment there, and the PO box, and these are the details of the company where you bought, and the date. Sometimes the date you may be required to enter it. So you enter the date when you bought those things, because that's when Kutemwa investment will be preparing this document. So 2, where is these goods going? These goods are going to Afwane Company Limited. So we write Afwane Company Limited there. Then we write quantity, that is the number of items bought. Description, what is bought. Unit price, how much is the cost of a unit. Total price, this is now how much is he going to pay depending on the number of the units that person has got. Okay, so there we also indicate the kwacha and ngwesan like I've done. Okay, now once you have done this, now let's go and enter the transactions. So first we have got 50 boxes of reams of paper at 70 kwacha each. So we're going to write box 50 in the column of quantity. Then description, we're going to write boxes of ream of paper. Then how much is one ream of paper, that is 70 kwacha, that we're going to write it under unit price. Then total cost, that means we're going to multiply 70 by 50. Okay, so again you use calculator. Okay, so 5 times 7 will give us 35. Then 2 zeros haven't been used, so we put them to 35. That is 3,500. So the total cost of the reams of paper is 3,500. Okay, then we come to the second transaction, which is 10 boxes of staples at 25 kwacha each. So we say 10 boxes, so we write 10 under quantity, boxes of staples under description. Then unit price, we write 25 kwacha because they are selling 25 kwacha each box. So we write 25. Then total cost, we multiply 5 by 10 will give us 250. Okay, so we write 250. Remember, don't be too intelligent. Don't be too intelligent in an exam. Make sure you punch everything in the calculator. That's why you have carried the calculator into the exam room. Punch everything. So when you add 3,500 plus 250 kwacha will give us 3,750 kwacha. And like that, we enter like that. That's all. Now we have prepared the cash sale slip collectory. Now it's well done. That's how you do it. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please, before you go to the next question, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want you to subscribe. We need you. Okay, so please subscribe. Okay. Question 2B is as follows. Mukuka, who has a bank account with DXY Bank, paid Nasilele Lubasi a sum of 5,840 kwacha on 5th May 2021 for goods supplied on 30th April 2021. Mukuka, who has a bank account with DXY Bank, paid Nasilele Lubasi a sum of 5,840 kwacha on 5th May 2021 for goods supplied on 30th April 2021. So what are we required to do? We are required to fill in a check. We are required to fill in a check. Okay, so that is what we are required to do. That is very simple. So without wasting your time, let's jump in and fill in a check. So here is a sample of a check which has been made. This flame, you'll find it in your answer booklet. Okay, so you find that the name check is written, then and the name of the bank is written. So when you start filling in, this is what you do. First, here on the left side, that is the topmost blank space that is left. So here on the right side, we are going to put date, which is making the payment. Please don't write the payment. Don't write the date for April. Write the date you are making the payment. Okay, even if the goods were supplied in the previous days or in some days back, what you do is you write the date when you are writing the check. So we're going to write 5th May 2021. Then pay, there on pay, whom are we paying? We're paying Nasilele Luvas. So we write Nasilele Luvas there. Then the sum of, so how much are we paying? Here we write in words. How much are we paying Nasilele? We are paying Nasilele 5,840 kwacha only. 5,840 kwacha only. That's what you write, just like the one I've written. Then we also, where there is K there, we write this. So we write like that, 5,840 kwacha. Okay. After the dot there are those angways, so they are non-ways, so we'll write 00s, just like I've done. Then this is the check you have prepared. So Mukuka has prepared. We are writing on behalf of Mukuka. So Mukuka is the one who has prepared. So there we write the name Mukuka. Okay, we write the name Mukuka because the one who has prepared the check and he is the one who is paying. So we write the name Mukuka there. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that's how you prepare a check. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Otherwise, this is how you prepare a check. Question 3A is as follows. State whether the following statements are true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, so we start with the statement 1. Stone crushing and selling is one of the entrepreneurial activities. Stone crushing and selling is one of the entrepreneurial activities. That is true. That is true. Number 2, the reason for entrepreneurship is to create employment. The reason for entrepreneurship is to create employment. That is also true. Number 3, capital is not really necessary in business. Capital is not really necessary in business. That is not true. There is no way you can start business without capital. Okay? It can be in different form, but you also need capital. You need capital to start the business. So they are on a 3, that is false. Number 4, a company profile describes briefly the purpose and the goals of the business. The company profile describes briefly the purpose and goals of the business. True. Number 5, a business plan enables the user to secure business contract. A business plan enables the user to secure business contracts. The correct answer is true. That is true. The business plan will help you to acquire or to win contracts. Yes, that is true. So those are the answers for question 3A. Question 3B of section B is as follows. Maluva receives 32,000 kwacha from tenants, pays 3,200 for ground rates and 13,000 for food and transport. Maluva receives 32,000 kwacha from tenants, pays 3,200 for ground rents and 13,000 kwacha for food and transport. Okay, so Maluva receives the money with 32,000 kwacha. He makes payments for ground rates, which is 3,200, and then he spends 13,000 kwacha for food and transport. So what are we required to prepare? We are required to prepare Maluva's budget. Okay, so we want to prepare Maluva's budget. So for us to prepare Maluva's budget, we need to have a film like this, or we need to draw up a film like this one. Then after that, we need to write the title, Maluva's budget. Then we, as you can see, it has already the kwacha sign and the ngoi sign. Okay, so here on the where there is income, you can also write details, or yeah, you can write also details. Okay, now once you have done that, then you say, what did Maluba receive? So we start with the income. So Maluba received the income of 32,000 from rent. So we write rent received, then 32,000. We record it there. Then we come to expenditures. So when he received 32,000, what did Maluba use the money for? So we write expenditures. First, we are going to say he spent 13,000 kwacha on food. So we say food and transport, it costed 13,000 kwacha. Then Maluba also paid the ground rates, so which is 3,200 kwacha. So we write 3,200 kwacha like that. Then once we have done like that, then we find the total. That means we are going to add 13,000 plus 3,200, which will give us 16,200. That is the total expenditure, easy. 16,200. Then we find the difference. When we calculate the difference, that will be the surplus. So this money can either be saved or can be used for other things, but this is the surplus. Okay, so we can say 32,000 minus 16,200 will give us 15,800 as a surplus. This is the money that Maluba can either save or use for the wants, or to even to advance or to invest, so that Maluba can have more returns. So this is the surplus she can either save or invest. Okay, so basically this is how you prepare the budget for Maluba. This is how you prepare the budget for Maluba. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if this video is helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Otherwise, that's how you prepare a budget. Question 3C was as follows. On 21st June 2021, Wana Masua, who holds a saving account number 1425001544 in EMSP Bank PLC at Kabwe branch, withdrew 22,500 kwacha. On 21st June 2021, Wana Masua, who holds a saving account number 1425001514 in EMSP Bank PLC at Kabwe branch, withdrew 22,500 kwacha. Okay, that is the statement. Okay, then what are we required to do? We are required to fill in the withdrawal slip. We are required to fill in the withdrawal slip. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in the withdrawal slip. Okay, so here is a sample, or this is what you're going to have. This is the kind of withdrawal slip that is in your answer booklet. So how do you fill this withdrawal slip? Okay, so the name withdrawal slip will be entered like the way it is, and EMSP Bank PLC, the name of the bank will be there, and then these are the details you need to fill in. Okay, so let's start filling. So let's start from the left going to the right. We start with the branch. Now we are told that the branch is the bank is in Kabwe, so it is Kabwe branch. So branch there we write Kabwe. Then we come to date. Okay, so the date is given there. I hope you in the onset of the statement. So there where I've indicated the date was 21st June 2021. Then account name. Now account name, this is the name of the person who holds the account. Okay, so if you have an account, the name of the account is your name. If it's a personal account, if it's a company account, then to have the name of the company. So since it's a personal account, that means it's going to have the name of the order, which is Wana Masua. So we write Wana Masua like that. Then account number, then the account number is here given. And then here is what I want to say. Be careful. Be careful as you copy the account number, because if the account number is not correct, you'll lose marks. So you be careful. So it's good that you count the numbers, all of them, how many they are. Then as you record, you also count the numbers you have written. There it will help you to counter check the numbers. So we have got 1, 2, sorry, I'm also trying to make a mistake here again. It's 1, 4, 2, 5, 0, 0, 1, 5, 4, 4. Now when you count these, there are 10. So you make sure where I've got in the account number, the number of figures, the number of the digits are equal to the number of the digits which you have recorded. So there are 10 there, and you have recorded 10. That means we have entered correctly. Never should you swap the numbers, because you might lose the marks. And if it's in real life, that means it will be very difficult to make a withdrawal if the account number is wrong. So you make sure you have the correct account number. Now, amount in words. So amount in words, we're going to write 22,500 kwacha only. 22,500 kwacha only, like that. Okay, so in between 22, you can either put a dash there or not, but just like the way I've written, 22,500 kwacha only. Okay, once you have recorded like that, then where it's written K, that means they want you to write the amount in figures. So you're going to write 22,500 kwacha. Okay, down here where there is a dash, you write the name. But if you're in the bank and you're the one withdrawing, you can even put a signature there. So you write your name there to say Wana Masua. Wana Masua. Like that, we have filled in the withdrawal slip very well. So once you are done filling in the withdrawal slip, it should look like this. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please now click on the subscription button now to show gratitude to us. We'll be very grateful if we see your subscription, and we'll be encouraged to make more videos. Remember, Easy Learning zed-Mathematics, the future is bright. We are just interested to see you do well in your exams. So if you subscribe, that means we are impacting your life, and that's what we want. So please subscribe, and if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Okay, we come to section C. Section C has got 45 marks. Section C has got 45 marks, and the instructions are as follows. Answer all the questions in this section in the answer booklet provided. This is what I said earlier on, and this is what I've been saying every time I'm going to another section. I'm talking about this. Please don't get tired of it. I would just want you to know, because there are sometimes when we see students trying to give answers in the question paper, please, your answer should be in the answer booklet. So please remember these instructions always. Instructions are part of exams. Okay, so please, let's jump into section C and answer the questions. I can't wait, because I'm just interested to answer these questions. Let's hope you viewers as well, you are also interested in knowing how to answer these questions. Okay, let's go straight into the questions. We come to question 1A. Question 1A is as follows. The petty cashier of DKM Enterprise received 1,000 from the main cashier on 1 January 2020. During the month of January, the following payments were made. The petty cashier of DKM Enterprise received 1,000 kwacha from the main cashier on 1st January 2020. During the month of January, the following payments were made. Okay, so on 2nd January, bought postage stamps for 125 kwacha. On 7th January, paid for the bus fare of 48 kwacha. On 11th January, bought office refreshment at 135 kwacha. On 22nd January, bought duplicating paper at 210 kwacha. Okay, so those are transactions that were made in the month of January from the money the paid cashier received. What are we required to prepare? Use the following analysis columns: general expenses, stationery and traveling expenses, to prepare the paid cash book and restore the impressed. Okay, so what we're required to do is this: use the following analysis columns: general expenses, stationery and traveling expenses, to prepare the paid cash book and restore the impressed. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come and do that. So without wasting your time, let's jump into preparing the paid cash book. Okay, now let's go into it. Okay, so first we need to come up with a frame. This is the frame we're going to use. Then before we start entering records, we should start first by giving it the title. So this is the DKM Enterprise Petty Cash Book. Okay, so I'm going to write it like that. Then here on the top, I'm going to write the date, details, F there, then receipt, payment, general expenses, stationery, traveling expenses. So those are the columns I'm going to have. So let's start entering these. Okay, so first let's start by what the paid cashier received. The paid cashier received 1,000 on 1st January. So I'm going to write 1st January 2020, impressed 1,000, receipt. This is because the cashier received, so we say receipt, then we write 1,000 there under receipt. Okay, then on 2nd January, bought postage stamps for 125. So postage, we're going to write to 2nd January 2020, postage stamps, then she paid. So that is payment. She made the payment, so we record it under payment. And the kind of thing she bought, that is stationery, so we also record 125 under stationery. Okay, then on 7th January, she spent 48 kwacha for bus fare. So we're going to write 7 January 2020 bus fare. The details, that was bus fare. That's why she spent, and that is the payment. She released the money, so we're going to write it under payments. Then it's going to be under traveling expenses, and there also under traveling expenses we write 48 kwacha. Okay, then on 11th January, bought office refreshment at 135 kwacha. So we write refreshments, and that is payment. It's not traveling. It's not traveling expenses. It's not stationary expenses. So it will be under general expenses. So we write general expenses there. On 22nd, she bought duplicating paper at 210 kwacha. So duplicating paper, we write 22 January 2020, duplicating paper 210 kwacha, and that is stationery. We put it under stationery as well. Okay, now all the transactions that were made in the month of January that are recorded are done there. Okay, we have recorded all the transactions. So now we can come up with the totals. Okay, with the totals. So before we come up with the totals, now I want to prepare this paid cash book on 31st January 2020, 31st January 2020. So we're going to write balance carried down. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the total of what was spent. That is 4. So when you punch, let's say when you punch 125 plus 48 kwacha plus 135 plus 210, this will give you 518. Okay, will give you 518. Now, when it gives you 518, subtract 518 from 1000, it will give us 482 kwacha. This will be the balance carried down. This is the money that the paid cashier remained with. Okay, this is the money the cashier remained in hand with. From the 1000 the cashier received, then after spending, she remained with 482 kwacha. And that is the one we're going to write as the balance carried down. Now, once we've done that, then we can write the totals of everything in each column. So here in the receipts, we just have 1000, that will be the total. Here on payments, when you add all that plus 482 will give you 1000. General expenses, we have got only one item, which is 135. Stationery, we have got 2 items. 125 plus 210 will give us 335. Then in traveling expenses, we have 48 kwacha, and that is the 48 we will write there. Okay, now once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to write the balance brought down, and the date will be 1st February 2020. The balance brought down, that is 482 kwacha. 482 kwacha. On 1st February, interest will be 518 kwacha. When you add that, it will give you 1000. And that is the end of our paid cash book. So now that's how you prepare the paid cash book, like that. If you're confused anywhere, please, I'll be here to answer your questions in the comment section. Otherwise, I don't want to be explaining a lot, because I may end up confusing you or take longer to finish the entire paper. So I don't want that to happen. That's why I'm trying to be brief, but don't hesitate to ask the question if you have got a question. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe, and if you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. We come to question 1B of section C. Question 1B is as follows. Kangwa has established a company in Kasama, Zambia. The company books had the following information for the month of July 2021. Kangwa has established a company in Kasama, Zambia. The company books had the following information for the month of July 2021. July 18, bought machinery by check at 1,800. On 30th July, bought a machine by check at 1,000 kwacha. Okay, so there was a purchase of a machine with 1,800 on 18th July, and then there was also another purchase of a machine on 30th July, which costed 1,000. The cost of the machine that was purchased on 30th July was 1,000. Now, what are we required to prepare? We are required to prepare the machinery account. So here down where it's written required, we are required to prepare the machinery account. Okay, so let's go and prepare the machinery account. Okay, so first let's come up with this frame. This is the frame we're going to use for drawing up machinery account. So first, before I do anything, let me give it the title. This is machinery account. Okay, then I'm going to put the date there, then details here, then I'll write F there, then I'll write DR there, and the kwacha sign and the ngwe sign, then credit, which is CR, and the K sign and the N sign. K for kwacha, N for ngwes. Then first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write the year on top there. I'm going to write the year, which is 2021. You need to be very careful that you don't miss out that. Then next, I'm going to write the first purchase. The first record I'll look at is the first one, which was done on 18 July. Okay, which is bought machinery by check at 1,800 kwacha. So I'm going to write bank, because this money came from the bank. If it was cash, I could have written cash. Okay, so it's bank. I'm going to write bank and then the code 1,800 under debit, like that. I'm going to write 1,000 like the way I've just indicated. Then on 30th, there was another purchase of machine, which was also done by check. So we say check and we say bank. So we say bank. Then remember, the date should be also entered. Okay, the date should also be entered, just like I've been entering. If you don't enter the dates, that means you are going to lose marks. Okay, so we say 30th July, then bank, then we say 1,000. Okay, the machine that was bought on 30th was costed 1,000. The machinery that was bought on 30th July costed 1,000. Now, once we've done that, then we can now write 31st. We write the balance, or we close the account. We say 31st July, balance carried down, that was 2,800. Balance carried down, that was 2,800. What have we done? We just added 1,800 plus 1,000, which has given us 2,800. Now 2,800, that is balance carried down. Then I'm going to write like that. Then on 1st August, the balance brought down was 2,800. Balance brought down is 2,800. Like this, we have prepared machinery account for Mr. Kangwa. For Kangwa, we have prepared the machinery account for Kangwa. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that's what you do. Okay. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Will be great, and we'll take it that you are enjoying our content, and we'll continue making this content. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Question 2 of section C is as follows. The following is a list of balances from the books of Tumelo for the month of July 2021. Okay, so that is the list of the items. Let's go through them together. Sales, 18,600. Purchases, 13,307 kwacha. Remember, these are in kwachas. Stock, that is on 1st August 2020, it was 5,771. Motor expenses, that is 3,391. Debtors, that is 7,892. Creditors, 4,060 kwacha. Cash at bank, 4,499. Capital, that is 12,000 kwacha. Okay, so the actual question, what we are required to do is to prepare a trial balance with the correct title. To prepare a trial balance with the correct title. Okay, so let's go and prepare the trial balance. Okay, so first I need to come up with a flame like this one. Okay, now once I've come up with a flame like this one, and then the first thing before I start entering the records, I have to write the heading. Remember, the question is saying with the correct title. So let's write the title. The title for this trial balance will be Tumelo's trial balance as at 31st July 2021. It's very important to indicate the day, okay, and the year. You need to make sure that you indicate the day, just like I've said. So it's 31st July 2021. Don't just say Tumelo's trial balance and you end there. No, you should indicate the day when the trial balance is being prepared. Okay, now we come into the frame. So here we're going to write details, then there we're going to write data or debit. Sorry, we're going to write debit, and then we write K for kwacha and N there, then credit, and then we write K and N there. Okay, now once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is now we start entering the records. So let's start. The first record we are given is sales, which is 18,600. So I'm going to write sales, then that is, I'm going to put it on under credit, which is 18,600 kwacha. Then we come to purchase, which is 13,307 kwacha. I'm going to put it under debit, which is going to be 13,307 kwacha. Then stock on 1st August 2020. This should be the opening stock, so we're going to put it under debit, which is 5,571. Then we have got next motor expenses, which are also going to be under debit. So motor expenses is going to be 3,391 kwacha. Then we come to debtors. So we come to debtors, which is 7,892, will be also under debit. Then we come to creditors, which is 4,060 kwacha, will be under credit. So we write 4,060 kwacha like that. Then cash at bank will be under debit. We're going to record 4,499. Then capital, that is 12,000, will be under credit. So we'll put 12,000 kwacha there like that. Now we have recorded. Now we have finished entering the details, meaning if we have entered well, then the total we'll find on the credit side and the total we'll find on the debit side should be equal. So what I want you to do is first, let's start with the debit side. Please take your calculator and punch in these numbers you see. So if I punch 13,307 kwacha, or 13,307 plus 5,571 plus 3,391 plus 7,892 plus 4,499. When you punch these in your calculators, like I've punched, they should give me, and they should also give you 34,660 kwacha. 34,660 kwacha, and that is the sum we found there. Now let's go to the credit side. Punch in 18,600 kwacha plus 4,060 kwacha plus 12,000 kwacha. When you punch in these, they will give you 34,660 kwacha. Okay, now as you can see, on both sides we have found the same amount of money. That means our balance sheet, our trial balance is correct. Our trial balance for Mr. Tumelo is well done. So that is the correct answer. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Please, we are down on our knees, subscribe to our YouTube channel if this video has been helpful. You can also share with your friends. Remember, sharing is caring. Thank you so much. Okay, so question 3 was as follows. The following information was taken from the books of B. Muchimba on 31st May 2020. Okay, the following information was taken from the books of B. Muchimba on 31st May 2020. Okay, so that is the information. We've got sales there, which is 44,000. We have got stock, which is 1,700 kwacha. We have got that is on 1st June 2019, that was opening stock. And then we have got the closing stock for 31st May 2020, which is 2,050 kwacha. Purchases, that is 32,050 kwacha. Return inwards 400. Lent received 900. Discount allowed 650 kwacha. Capital, that is 24,100. Drawings 1,800. Carriage outwards 500 kwacha. Overdraft 990 kwacha. Insurance 8,700 kwacha. Office expenses, that is 3,400 kwacha. Creditors, that is 2,750 kwacha. Debtors 5,350 kwacha. Office equipment, that is 17,280 kwacha. Cash, that is 910 kwacha. Okay, and then the actual question is what you are required. So required to prepare, 1, the trading and profit and loss account for Mr. B. Muchimba, and 2, the balance sheet. Okay, so these are the 2 accounts we need to prepare. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's start with the trading and profit and loss account. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the flame, this flame here. Okay, now before I start entering the records, first I need to write the title of my account, which is B. Muchimba's Trading and Profit and Loss Account for the year ended 31st May 2020. Okay, that is the heading, and be careful, make sure that you write the correct heading. Okay, remember these headings, they also attract marks, like 1 mark or half a mark, but mostly you can even attract 1 mark there. Okay, remember we're working for this, this has 10.5 marks, so be careful, every detail has to be entered. Like the heading, this is a free mark, so at least you can get some marks. Okay, next we're going to put the kwacha sign and ngwe sign in those areas like I've done. Okay, now let us start entering the records. So we start with sales. So sales will be put here. I'll write sales and write 44,000 here. Then later I'm going to enter less sales return. Less sales return. So we write sales return. It's there, as you can see. Remember, just like I've been doing, I'm circling, I'm trying to show you where these I'm getting them from. Okay, you have seen where it has come from. Then we write 400 there. Thereafter, I need to find the turnover on the net sales. That means I'm going to subtract. Remember, less sales return. So I'm going to subtract. That means 44,000. I'm going to punch 44,000 kwacha, or 44,000 minus 400, which will give me 43,600, and I'm going to write that as the turnover or net sales. I'll write it there. Okay, then afterwards I'm going to write opening stock. We are told opening stock, which was in June 2019, was 1,700, so I'm going to write 1,700 there. And then I'm going to add the purchases. The purchases, that was 32,050 kwacha, and when I add 1,700 plus 32,050 kwacha will give me 33,750 kwacha. Remember, I'm punching these in my calculators, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Don't be too over intelligent. Punch them, because any slight mistake will make everything wrong. Okay, so I've got 33,750 kwacha. That means that is the cost of goods available. So the cost of goods available, that is 33,750 kwacha. Then less closing stock. Now, closing stock, which was on 31st May 2020, was 2,050 kwacha. So I'm going to say less closing stock, which is 2,050 kwacha. So when I find the difference of 33,750 kwacha minus 2,050 kwacha will give me 31,700. Okay. Now, 31,700, this is the cost of goods sold. This is the cost of goods sold. Okay. Then, when I find the difference of the turnover net sales minus the cost of goods sold, okay, which should give me 43,000, I'm going to punch 43,600 minus 31,700, which will give me 11,900. This is gross profit. So I'm going to write gross profit is equal to 11,900. Gross profit is 11,900. Now, once I've done this, I'm going to add the gains and the incomes. Okay, the gains or incomes. So the first gain is rent received. The first gain I will record will be rent received, which is 900, and I'm going to write 900 there. Now, fortunate enough, that is the only the gain or income that was made. So I'm going to add 11,900 plus 900 kwacha, which is the rent received, will give me 12,800. And that 12,800 is the total income. So I'm going to write total income, that is 12,800 kwacha. Okay, now after I've found the total income, now let's go to expenses. So let's say less expenses. And the first expense is discount allowed. So somebody was buying items, then was given a discount. So that means the B Mchimba was losing out money. So discount allowed, that is an expense. So we're going to say 650, which is discount allowed, which is 650 kwacha. Then carriage outwards, that is 500. Insurance that was paid, that is 8,700. Office expenses, that is 3,400. Now, these are the expenses. Okay, so first let's find the total of the expenses. So when you punch in your calculator 650 kwacha plus 500 kwacha plus 8,700 kwacha plus 3,400 kwacha should give you a total of 13,250 kwacha. 13,250 kwacha. That is the total amount of expenses. Okay, so now when we look at the expenses, we find the total expenses. The total expenses is 13,250 kwacha, and when we look at the total income is 12,800 kwacha. Before we even do the calculations, we can see that 13,250 kwacha is bigger than 12,800. That means Mr. B Mchimba ran at a loss. Okay, so Mr. Mchimba ran at a loss because the expenses, the cost of expenses is bigger than the total income. So he learned at a loss before we even know the loss he made. Okay, so what we can do now is let's punch in these numbers. Okay, so it doesn't matter even if you punch in 12,800 minus 13,250 kwacha, and this is the best way I've discovered that can give you a loss. So when you punch in the total income first, then you say minus the total cost, and the answer you get is a negative. That means the owner of the company learned at a loss. So for us to tell if it's a loss, we just punch in 12,800 minus 13,250 kwacha, which will give us negative 450. Now, don't write negative 450 here. Just write 450 kwacha. And this 450 kwacha is the net loss. Why? We are able to tell that this is the net loss because the expenses are bigger than the income. So this is the net loss, which is Mr. Mchimba incurred a net loss of 450 kwacha. Okay, so 400 kwacha is the loss that was made. Now, I want you also to take note of this 450 kwacha as the net loss, as we are going to use it when we are preparing the balance sheet. Okay, as we prepare the balance sheet, we are going to use the net loss. So please take note of it. If you have a paper, please record it on the paper as we go to prepare our Mr. B Mchimba's balance sheet. Okay, so this is how the trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st May for Mr. Mchimba should be. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Remember, sharing is caring. Okay, if you have got some observations, please be free to write in the comment section. Okay. Okay, we come now to question 3.2. Okay, so question 3.2, we are asked to prepare the balance sheet. Okay, the balance sheet for Mr. B Mchimba. Okay, so what we need to do is first we need to come up with a frame for the balance sheet, and this is the frame for balance sheet. Okay, now once we have come up with a frame for balance sheet, the next thing we need to do is now we need to start making the balance sheet for Mr. Mchimba. So first I'm going to write the heading, which should be B Mchimba's balance sheet as at 31st May 2020. Okay, so this is also very important to make sure that you don't mix up the dates. You make sure that you take the actual dates. Okay, and then once we have done this, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write the kwacha and then go in those areas. Okay, then in our balance sheet we're going to start with the fixed assets. So fixed assets, that's what we're going to start with. The fixed asset in this statement or in these items given is office equipment. And how much is office equipment? And office equipment is 17,280. 17,280. So I'm going to write that office equipment, which is 17,280. Okay, now once I've done that, then I'll check for other fixed assets. Fortunately, the only fixed asset we have there is office equipment. Then I'm going to go to current assets. Okay, current assets, I'm going to write current asset like that. Then what are the current assets we have? So we've got stock, that is stock for 31st May 2020. So I'm going to write stock 31st May 2020, which is 2,050 kwacha. 2,050 kwacha for the stock of that is closing stock for May. Okay, so that is 2,050 kwacha. Now from stocks we come to the next, we look for debtors. So debtors is there, so we enter debtors. So we're going to write debtors. How much is debtors? That is 5,350 kwacha. So we write 5,350 kwacha. Okay, once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to cash, which is 910 kwacha. So we write cash and we write 900 kwacha, 910 kwacha there, 910 kwacha there. Okay, now once we've done this, then we should find the total of these items we have written. So we write total current assets. So we calculate the total for current assets. Okay, we calculate the total for current assets. So when you add that, remember, like I said earlier on, your calculator should be there. And when you're writing exams, you have calculators. So your calculator should be there. So when I punch these numbers in my calculator, That means the stock, debtors, and cash together, they are giving all of those. They are giving me 8,310 kwacha. 8,310 kwacha. That is the total current assets. So total current asset is 8,310 kwacha. Okay, now once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, I'm done with the assets. Now I go to, this time it's going to be less current liabilities. Okay, less current liabilities. So what we're trying to do here is we want to find the net assets. So that's what we are trying to do here. So first we are going to find the working capital, then we come to net assets. So what we're going to do now, next we're going to write the first current liability. The first current liability, which is bank with the overdraft. Bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is the first current liability we will record, which is bank overdraft, that is 990 kwacha. So we write 990 kwacha like that. Then next is creditors. So creditors is 2,750 kwacha. So we write that. Now remember, we want to find the difference of the current asset and current liabilities. That means we need to add 990 and 2,750 kwacha. So when we add that, it's going to give us 3,740 kwacha. When you punch that into your computer, into your calculator, it will give you 3,740 kwacha. Okay, that is the total current liabilities. That is the total current liabilities. Now that, then when we subtract the total, current liabilities from the total current assets, we are going to get, when you punch 8,310 kwacha minus 3,740 kwacha, it will give you the working capital, which is 4,570 kwacha, and we're going to record working capital here like I've recorded. Okay, please, I'm not trying to go into details because I don't want to waste your time, so please just pay attention and follow me keenly. Okay, then we come to, now when we have got the working capital, next then we add the fixed asset plus the working capital, which should give us the net assets. Okay, so the net assets, when we add the working capital plus the fixed assets, it's going to give us the net assets. So the net asset, when we punch 17,200 kwacha plus 4,570 kwacha, will give us the net asset, which is, when you punch that in your calculator, it will give you 21,850 kwacha. So Mr. Beam Sonder's net assets is 21,850 kwacha. Okay, now once we have done this, then we can go further and do this. So we write here financed by, so the capital we have, I'm sure you have seen where we got the capital. So that is there, it's given in the details. That is where there is capital, which is 24,100 kwacha. Then net loss, like I said earlier on when I was solving question 3.1, I told you that we should pay attention to the net loss because we are going to use it in the balance sheet. Okay, so the net loss we found in the trading and profit and loss account, that is the net profit, the net loss we're going to bring here. So we say capital minus net loss, which is 450 kwacha, will give us 23,650 kwacha. Okay, 23,650 kwacha minus less the drawing. So the drawing is how much? When we go to the statement, we will see that the drawing is 1,800. So minus 1,800, that should give us capital employed. So when we say minus 23,650 kwacha minus 1,800 will give us 21,850 kwacha as capital employed. Like this, you can see that the capital employed and the net assets are equal. That means our balance sheet for Mr. Mchimba's balance sheet our balance sheet for Mr. Mchimba is well done. Okay, like this, that's how it's supposed to be done, and you get all the marks for this question. I'm sure it's 9.5 marks, so you are going to get all the marks. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section, like I've been saying all along. Please, if there is anywhere where we want to make some recommendations, we will be glad to receive them. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and we ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you find this video helpful. Thank you so much. God bless you.